Hello and welcome back to Elisabeth Hogarth Designs. Today I'm taking a look at the new Holly Hobbie Spring Bouquet collection. I have literally just received this box and all I've done so far is to take the papers out of the packaging because you don't want to see me unruffling all of those. So let's take a look at the new collection together. It is called Holly Hobbie Spring Bouquet. So by the looks of it, we're all set to be making our cards for Mother's Day and for Easter. So we've got a very pretty pink, almost teal and lilac with lemon yellow colourway. So let's do the cards first. I'm not entirely sure whether with this collection this is everything that you see, but these are the items that I've been sent for the design team samples, so it'll give you a pretty good idea of what's to come on the show on the 27th. So we've got little Holly Hobbie in that iconic dress with the big bonnet. We've then got a younger Holly Hobbie. Looks like she's looking at her chalkboard. You've got the little flowers in the corners here. The designs look slightly more modern than the authentic collection, but again they're still very sweet. And yes, the colourways definitely look like a teal and almost like a strawberry pink. So here she is with her little sister. She's then with her friends. Sweet little hearts. I hope we've got some more hearts in the collection because I liked those in the previous ones. So here she's having afternoon tea with a friend. Oh, it's Dress Up Holly Hobbie. Slightly different character, but very sweet to work with. It's a real dress-up scene, isn't it? With the old-fashioned trunk and the big floppy hat. So I'm guessing you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of each of these cards. So they're very easy just to set on a card blank and a little bit of colour card, and you've got a very simple, effective, pretty card to send a friend. And this looks like our final one. So there she is with her basket of flowers. There aren't any of the standalone little Holly Hobbies, so I'm guessing we haven't got any more of those stamp and die cuts, but we'll see as we go further through the kit. So to begin with, we've got 6 lots of 6 of these cards that measure just under 6 by 6, so literally you can put them on a card and you're good to go. Okay, next up we've got the papers. So it looks like they are 8 by 8 papers. They're lovely quality, so we can stamp on these, we can die cut these, and we can paper fold these. And again, you've got them in pale pinks, pale blues, lemon yellows, quite old-fashioned. They'll go nicely with the toppers. So we've got almost like an Edwardian style rose, and can't quite make out that other flower. It looks like a briar rose, something like that. And then we've got lovely little ditzy dots in a pale blue. So let's just move over those colours. We've then got, I remember seeing this on some of the cardstock that Kanban already brought out, so we should be familiar with these designs. Very, very pretty. Very old-fashioned flowers. And then you've got a fleur-de-lis in the middle of this design here. Then we have the patchwork. I like working with these ones because I think that these do reflect that Holly Hobbie era. So you've got a little bit of each one of the paper designs and the 2 H's in the middle. So let's see what's on the back. Oh, my favourite, blue gingham. I love the blue gingham. I think I used that all in my previous set. Already I'm enjoying seeing this colour palette. Works really well together. You've got more blue stripy flowers, a bit like wallpaper. I think I've said it before, it's a little bit like Laura Ashley wallpaper. And then we've got your thick candy cane stripes. A little bit more of a modern twist. Now this is almost a lavender blue, a very, very soft blue, very pretty, with the bouquet of flowers. These will be great for Mother's Day. We've then got that fleur-de-lis. Oh, this one hasn't got fleur-de-lis, it's just small flowers. I'll have to check the other one. Oh, they do look fleur-de-lis, but they're almost just small flowers. So you've got that same design in the yellow and in the pink. Then you've got pink dotty dots with flowers in the middle. And again, a more subtle stripe this time with pale blue, white and pink. That's a nice combination of papers. And I'm guessing that was 6 lots of 6, so 36. So once again, here are our toppers, and you can see that the colour palette from the papers coordinate with these beautifully. So it looks like we've got 2 of each design, and you've got your larger toppers that have the label dies that you can layer up, and then we've got the rectangular ones with the corners on. So we've got kitty cats, we've got the designs that were already in those 6x6 cards. We've then got the florals that you can see in the papers here, and again same little images of the sweet little girls, and you've got a nice band here with the hearts on. Then we have our smaller toppers, so you can add 2 or 3 of these to the side of your card. I like this bouquet here. I do like this bouquet of flowers. And here you've got a little tiny Victorian doll. Moving on. You have the label dies again. So it's easy to cut out a few layers, maybe with silver and with pink and blue. And then layer one of these up onto the top. So that's already 4 lots of toppers. Then we've got the designs with the, I almost call it like a shell-like topper. So we've got the labels, we've got the shells, all of the coordinating dies that you can get from Kanban Crafts make these really easy cards to put together. So they could be cards or they could be projects, but I'm still thinking Mothering Sunday, and possibly going into Easter and spring, because you've got little images of the little girl with the geese and the basket, so you could easily adapt them and add some little chicks or some little nice little sweet little Easter bonnet here. And there's those flowers again. I think they're one of my little highlights. Then we've got the scalloped ovals, so again you've got die cuts that will work with this. And lots of sentiments that will come in very handy. I like the ones that come down vertically. I think they make great little tag cards. There is always a reason to smile. Even in these times there's a reason to smile. Dreams and wishes come true. They're sweet. Lots of love. They're useful. So we have got one sheet of sentiments, and then we have got, well, 2 sheets here. So I'm assuming you'll get the same in the kit. You might even get more. So then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 14 sheets of toppers with easily 5, if not more, even more on this one here, 5 or more toppers on each sheet. So I'll leave you to do the maths. Okay, moving on, we have the beautiful inside sentiment sheets, and I find quite often that these are too nice just to use on the inside of the card, but they do finish off a card beautifully. But you can cut these and take out these images as well. So if you run out of toppers, then use these. So we've got 1, 2 of this design. I'll send them to the side again. They're not just for birthdays. Have a day filled with happy moments in a year in which your fondest dreams come true. So you could use that for Mothering Sunday. My mum would have loved these. My mum and I both loved Holly Hobbie. I think that's where all the happy memories come from. If you could read my heart, then you would surely see with every day that passes by, you mean more and more to me. Oh, isn't that sweet? So definitely not just birthdays. I like that. These are really useful, these sentiments. The background paper as well matches in with the 8x8 papers, and also with that other cardstock that you might have purchased in the past. We've got the little girl. I think these are my favourite sentiments that we've had so far because they're more generic. Oh, this is interesting. We've now got some blank, so you could use, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's printed paper without the sentiments. So I guess you could stamp your own sentiments. You could just use the paper as it is for journaling. That would be sweet. I might make a little journal book with these. That would be a little bit different. And then we've got 2 of this design. So again, I'm not entirely sure of the content, so you'll have to tune in to Create Craft on the 27th to get full details. And hopefully you'll see some of my card designs. Oh, we're back to sentiments here. So there's the little girl. So, and another plain. Oh, this is magical. I'm going to have to use this one. I think that's one of my favourites so far. I like that. It's a little bit different. Definitely would use that for Easter. So, plenty of sentiment papers to work with. Very, very pretty. And last but not least, we've got some plain cardstock. So we've got a deep pink, almost like a strawberry pink, a pale pink, a really rich green, a aqua green, aqua blue, grey. I do like the grey. We used that before and it works really well. And then you've got this like a honey yellow. So this looks like a fabulous kit to work with. As usual, I will go away and make some samples, and then hopefully I'll come back and share them with you soon. I'm back with the set of cards that I've made using this really pretty Holly Hobbie kit. This is the first one, and it is a corner easel card. So I've taken the patchwork paper and use that on the, what you would call the inside of the card, but really it's formed part of it. And then I've taken the nostalgic little Holly Hobbie, cut her out and mounted her onto the front of the card. Card number 2 also connects to card number 3, so I'll show you them both together. So to start with, I took a piece of silver card and strips of the patterned paper, and I laid them out in a log cabin pattern. But then I decided to cut into it using one of the Kanban crafts dies that match this set, and this is where this card comes into play. So this is a topper made from the cutout from this card. I've mounted it with this sweet little image of Holly Hobbie onto some silver cards. This is one of those 6x6 cards that I showed you at the beginning, and then I finished it with a ribbon and a polka dot button. This card, you can see the outer of the patchwork. Then I've taken some deep pink paper and again layered a topper. This was cut out from those 6x6 cards, which ended up being really useful, because then I again cut this out and layered it up, so you've got a little bit of decoupage on there as well, and of course another pretty little ribbon. The next card is almost a little secret card, because you look at it like so, and then when you open up these flaps you've got another set of images, and that was a really sweet way of using the smaller toppers within the card set. And then I finished it with a ribbon, and I have tried with most of these cards to add an insert, so these were cut down from the papers, and that always does finish off the inside of your card. This next card I think is probably one of my favourite. It's really simple to do, but I think it's really effective, and it's literally one of these strips of paper with a couple of the smaller toppers laid onto a DL size piece of silver metallic card, and a few pearl drops. I think it's really sweet and fresh. I like the design of that one. We then have a portrait DL card, and I have taken the toppers, I've cut this out and laid it onto that rosebud topper, added some little flags, and then mounted it onto one of those insert sheets. So the insert sheets you can easily use for the front of the card as well, so then it matches again when you look inside. We then have a gingham card. So these are all relatively simple to do. All I did with this one was take the topper as it was, laid out some of the gingham, and then reversed the paper, and the patchwork was on the back, and then I've added a wooden heart embellishment of my own. This one here includes a little bit of a paper fold, and I have shown this paper fold on another video that I have on YouTube, so I'll try and leave you the link either above or in the comments below. But it's a folded frame, and inside the folded frame you've got another topper, and it's layered up with the various bits of paper. This is another YouTube tutorial that I've made, so it's quite easy to achieve this kind of look. And again, I'll try and leave you the links either above here or down below in the comments. So this is a buckle opening card, and you open it up and then you've got one of the images inside. Quite easy to achieve, but it's a little bit different. So yes, 2 YouTube tutorials, so if you want to check them out, then let me know how you get on, and I'd love to see your cards, so please do share them. This one is a slightly larger card that I made with Mother's Day in mind. So I cut out the panels from the paper. It's essentially a folding card. It's an A4 piece of paper scored at, I think it's 10 centimetres, and then folded over, and then the paper is added. I've added the toppers, and then I've cut some of my own die cut letters to turn it into a personalised mum card. Works quite well, I think. And then my final card is one of these designs that I like working on at the moment. It's almost like a triple easel card. So when you receive it, it comes in the post to you like so. And then you open it up. It's very similar to the first card. You're just creating a triangle to make your easel, and then you're laying it out. I think that shows it off a little bit better. But again, you can see all those fantastic little images. And then I've used the extra bands at the bottom just to add a little bit of interest, and use the smaller tabs in order to create a holding point for the card. So there we go. Move that one out of the way. So here we have, I think it's 10 cards made from the very, very pretty Summer Bouquet collection. This will be aired on Create and Craft, I believe, on the 27th of February. And then it will be available from Create and Craft, and if there's any left over, you should be able to find it on the Kanban Crafts website. Please let me know in the comments below what you think of this collection, and if you would like to know how to make any of these other cards, then again leave me a comment, and I'll get back to you and try and organise something. Once again, thank you very much for tuning in and watching the video today. I hope that you will enjoy playing with this collection as much as I have. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and it would be great if you could also follow me across social media. There is also a Kanban Facebook group called For the Love of Kanban, and you will find lots of DDT samples in there, and it's a great way to meet like-minded people. Again, I'll try and leave you the link below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back here again soon.